Today's video is fishing for smallmouth bass on shipwrecks, specifically around Kelleys Island. On the map, you'll notice there's 4 parts, and those are places that I've marked where shipwrecks lay on the bottom of the lake. And these are places that I've personally fished and caught fish. Now, there are other shipwrecks around Kelleys Island. So when you do some research, like if you look up the coordinates of the other ones, I have not fished those. And it's because the reason I haven't fished those is the information that I gathered when I started fishing these shipwrecks a few years ago. The information that I gathered was the other ones don't have very much debris, or they didn't have cargo that spilled, or they did have cargo that spilled, but they might have cleaned it up. So there's not much structure there to hold a school of smallmouth. Now, but these other ones, and I'll tell you what times of year to fish these and what depths they are. They differ in depth and surface depth. So I'll go over a few of those. I'll go over those next. So the first one I have on my list is the Constitution, and it's over here by West Dock. And this is a wreck that I fish often. So it's a schooner, I believe, and it runs northeast to southwest. As soon as I got live scope, that's the first thing I did. I went up there and checked it out, and that's definitely the way it lies. It lies northwest to northeast to southwest, right off West Bay Dock. And I've caught a lot of fish on this shipwreck. So at all times of year, but at specific times it gets really good. So one of those times is pre-spawn, March, early April. You can find some fish. If they're grouped up here, there should be a bunch of them there. So it's always a spot that I check in the early spring. Now, not so much during the spawn for obvious reasons. It's 20 foot deep. But post spawn, those fish will load back up on that spot before they head out to where they're going or start roaming, whatever they're doing. So those fish will load back up after in the post spawn on that spot. Now, I have caught them in late summer on this spot as well, but more single fish. I haven't found a big group of them. The most fish I've seen late summer on that wreck would be 3. And I caught one and saw 2 others on my live scope, fished it for another hour, never caught another fish. So there wasn't a big group of fish there. They were aggressive. The 3 that were there were aggressive, but there just wasn't a big group of fish there. So the next wreck, 2 wrecks that I'm going to highlight, it's the W.R. Hannah and the Adventure. Oh, I need to go back. I never gave you guys the coordinates. So there's the coordinates on the screen if you want to screenshot it, whatever you need to do. So that way you can save it in your graph this winter and you have it for the spring. That's the Constitution, by the way. 20 foot deep. It's a schooner. It's pretty long, 100 foot long, probably. Okay, we'll head back up here to Long Point. There's 2 wrecks right close to each other, right up on the bank. And this is a good area to try during the spawn. In front of these things, I've never really cast it up on top of them, but in front of these things, that they like to build nests in there for the spawn. And this is the W.R. Hannah and the Adventure. So here I'll highlight the coordinates for you if you want to screenshot those. Pretty good spot to try during the spawn. And they are super shallow. I think they're only, the website that I did some research on, I mean, like 3 to 5 foot, maybe something like that. But they're right next to each other, the shipwrecks are. Okay, now the last one that I have fished and still do fish is the F.J. Prince. And this is a famous wreck over here. There's the coordinates. If you want to screenshot it. This is a very popular diving spot. But if you hit it early and late in the season, you won't have to deal with divers. So they do mark this wreck in the summertime because it's such a diving hotspot. So just be aware of that if you're trying to come over here in the summertime. I did go over there last summer or the summer prior just to see when the water was clear, just to see if I could see some of the wreck. And I got right up on it and I still couldn't see some of it. But I know, so one of the stacks on this thing or one of the masts is just a few feet below the surface. It's in 18 foot of water, but it sticks way up to the surface. So you got to be, just don't run over the top of this wreck. You may hit whatever's under there. I think it's a mast or a stack or something. But in wave action, I've heard stories that you can see it. So it's definitely just under the surface. And there's the coordinates again for it. Now I'll zoom back out so you guys can see where these wrecks are. And those are spots that I try, and I highlighted the times a year, but oh, for the FJ Prince, it's the same as the Constitution. So I don't hit that one as often as I do the Constitution. Just because ease of access over here at West Dock. Running up the east side just seems like a pain sometimes, just with boat traffic and stuff like that. But super early, post spawn, and summertime, this FJ Prince holds fish. And the good thing is these wrecks are in close proximity to areas that I've already highlighted in my other Kelleys Island smallmouth video. So if these wrecks aren't producing for you, at least stop and try them. But if they're not producing for you, you guys can reference that other video and hit these other areas that I've highlighted on that Kelleys Island video. Specifically up here with that shelf being just off the shore here. That's a super good spot, and that spot will hit all year, except for the spawn. Those fish go shallow. Pre-spawn, post-spawn, summertime, late in the year, that's a really good spot. So if you run up here, you're not hitting anything, just slide back out to that shelf. Same thing goes over here, and obviously the east side. Highlighted all those areas in my other video. So, okay, guys, just a quick one for you. If you watch this video all the way through, please like and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it. Thanks.